Economic conditions typically influence voter attitudes, and Friday's news that U.S. unemployment dipped below 4% for the first time in nearly 2 decades was music to President Donald Trump's ears.
There are a lot of jobs. We have a lot of job openings, and people that weren't hiring for years and years and years, all of a sudden we have jobs.
The president inherited an economy that had grown at a mostly modest pace for 7 years during the Obama administration. The expansion has continued and at times intensified under Trump, with U.S. stock markets rallying to all-time highs during his first year in office.
Since the election, the stock market is up almost 35%. Think of that, almost 35%.
The yeas are 227 and the nays are 203.
Republicans point to their signature legislative achievement of the Trump era, a cut in federal taxes paid by corporations and many workers.
Tax reform is making a real difference for our workers every day. We see bonuses, we see raises, we see better benefits, we see more take-home pay. This economy is thriving, and thanks to tax reform, better days are ahead.
On the table 15.
Democrats, meanwhile, note U.S. wage growth remains sluggish and that tax cuts come with a cost. The annual federal deficit, which was halved during the Obama administration, is now on the rise.
This was borrowed money for a tax cut for the people at the very top. Tax cuts don't pay for themselves. You pay for them.
Economic headwinds could test the vitality of the current expansion. Interest rates are edging up, as are gasoline prices. Recent months have seen more turbulence and a modest retreat on Wall Street. At the same time, trade tensions are on the rise, especially between the United States and China.
So if these tariff threats escalate and actually materialize, then it's not only going to be a lose-lose for China and the United States, it will be a lose-lose-lose. China, United States, and the world economy. Together, these two countries make nearly 40% of global GDP.
With November midterm elections looming, many political observers foresee a referendum on Republican governance in the Trump era, with U.S. economic performance as but one of many factors on voters' minds. So long as the economy generates solid but unspectacular numbers, that calculus is unlikely to change. Michael Bowman, VOA News, Washington.